Hey everyone, hey, this is your girl Coco 929. Coco 929. I'm just coming on here. The biggest topic so far has been about a content creator named V.s. Susie Cordon. Everyone is talking about Susie Cordon. Um, it seems that it looks like she's looking at two charges. I don't have the charges in front of me, so forgive me if I don't quote them correctly. You can go on the Prince County um, in Virginia. I think it's Prince County, Prince Williams County. There you go, Prince William County, and you can actually get the information there. Um, I'm just doing a little bit of commentary on it right now because I just want to point out something. When you don't have control over yourself, you can't expect everyone else to feel sorry for you when situations go opposite of what you desire. This all started just from that day. Now, she stated that this woman who she attacked had been following her and was stalking her. This is what she believes. Um, there is no police report showing that she actually contacted the cops to say, I'm being stalked, my kids are being followed, this is who I think it is. Right now, it was just her speculation. The woman showed up somewhere where V.s was enjoying a lunch or a coffee or whatever with another lady, and got into some verbal altercation at the table. The lady, Shireen, said that she wanted to de escalate the situation. So she got up from the table, turned her back, and was walking out the IHOP in Prince Williams County. As she walked out, you can see V.s on video saying, "Who comes to a place and don't fight? Who comes to a place and don't fight?" or something like that. She goes out behind the woman and attacks her. She hits her in the back of her head. Like I said, at the time, there was no immediate threat. The lady had already walked away. The situation was de escalated. So she attacked the woman, sat on her, beat her, scratched her, pulled a wig off, things like that. This is from what V.s was saying on her own live, okay? And she's recording this while she's fighting the woman. Then she says, "I kill you, B. I kill you, B." Several times. When she shows the camera again, she says, "Let me get out of here before the cops come." And she keeps bragging, and I know it was adrenaline because we all say stuff when we hyped up and we're in our adrenaline that we may mean, but we may not mean to say, if that makes sense. And so then she proceeds to leave, gets in her car, saying she made an example. Everybody thinks she's, scared, or that she's a punk, whatever her words was at the time. And she's driving off. Well, the lady she goes to the emergency room, and it goes from there. She makes a police report. They come and view the tape at the IHOP. Different people on YouTube that had the tape sent it to the police department. Um, and it just escalated from there. She was on the run for a minute. They got her, they locked her up, and that's where she's been. I think she had an arraignment court this morning, but they did not allow bail at this time. They will have another bail hearing, and that's up in the air. Somebody says January the 9th. Somebody says February. So, whatever, at this time, she's still being held without any bail or a bond. Um, she has malicious intent, abduction. One of them I combined. Like I said, you all can. You feel free to go to the Prince William County uh, website to view it, or their paper, because they have it in the paper as well. The lady V.s that attacked Shireen, she has children. One, I understand, is disabled, and another one is a daughter. This is really sad for the children. A lot of times, and I want to state from this, I used to have a very bad temper. I mean, horrible temper, and it is the grace of God that I have never really hurt somebody to the point to where I could. Well, I can't even say that. Um, it's the grace of God that I have not went to jail regarding my actions due to my temper. Um, I always think about my children. I don't care if you think I'm a punk. I know that I'm not. It matters not what you think, it matters what I answer to and what I know about myself. And so I keep in mind everything that I have to lose. See, when you go against somebody that has nothing to lose and you have everything to lose, that's an unfair fight. Because those with nothing to lose has no problem taking what you have. And when you have a lot to lose, whether it be children, your house, your husband, your spouse, money, job, when you have stuff like that to lose, when you have grown up situations, you don't readily just pick a fight or you don't swing first. If anything, you let them swing first. And, regardless if Shireen has been following VS or whatever the case may have been, um, she allowed her to make the first move. And unfortunately, regardless of what the hood thinks, everybody, I would have did it too, and blah blah blah. Well, you would have came up in a law situation as well. You know, you cannot make hood law or hood justice the law of the land. And as well as Virginia and other, it's about three other states that are Commonwealth states. Commonwealth law is really, really different because even if Shireen decides I'm gonna drop the charges, Commonwealth can pick them up and still charge her. That's what people are not understanding. So I just wanted to say that, and it's just really sad. It's just really sad. And then somebody else went on another content creator's platform today to give her opinion. She said she was a content creator, and Miss Nicole said, "Okay, you get 5 minutes or more." And as the lady began to talk, she cut her off. She said, "Well, you've been over your 1 minute, so I'm ready to take this other call." And everybody in her chat, see, I roam the chats. I don't dislike anybody that I may not like what you do, but as far as hating somebody where I don't look at you or whatever, there are three that I really, really subscribe to. There are others that I view at times, not all the time, but I saw that she was live. So I went to see what Miss Nicole had to say regarding this VS situation. And she cut that content creator off, honey, so quick, so fast. And the people in the chat was telling her, I thought you said she had 5 minutes or more. I thought you said, and somebody else said it cost the content creator that was talking said something that Miss Nicole didn't like. And I think that's unfortunate because if you're going to tell somebody they can say, what they feel and they got a certain amount of time, whether you agree with it or not, you have to, or you should actually own up to your commitment. That's her platform. She can do what she wants to do with it. I just felt that wasn't a good look. However, I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on it, and everything. See, hurt people hurt people. Let me get back to VS. Hurt people hurt people. That's what I wanted to say. And what I mean by that is, from my understanding, VS has been through a lot in her life. I'm not making excuses for her because a lot of people that has went through rape, molestation, abuse, whatever, they don't go on different platforms doxing people. When you say doxing people, that's going in people's background, life, and pulling up their parents and who they kin to and their address, where they work, calling their jobs, getting people fired, calling CPS, getting people's kids taken away, and all this and stuff. See, people don't do that. So, but this is how she expressed, okay, how she felt or feels or whatever against people. That's what she's done, and everything. And so now that has happened, people don't feel any sympathy for her. They glad that it happened. They're glad that it happened because they feel like it's karma, it's justice. She's finally getting some of what she put out. The only thing I'm gonna say is I wish that when people, because I so happened to be in her chat that day, and that's what was so funny. People were saying, "Don't go, don't go." I feel it's the setup. Even people came on live, with her saying, "Don't go, VS, don't go. Something about this ain't right. Don't go," and she wouldn't listen. She would not listen. She kept on, "I'm going, I'm going." And I could always use a friend, and stuff like that. And even when she was there, it was so eerie because she was looking over her shoulder. she kept looking around, kept looking around. She was on live. She kept looking around, looking around. It was just like she was expecting something. All these signs that God gives us that we need to either abort something, run away from it, walk away from it, don't do it. Warning comes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's what the Bible states. And that was played out in front of us. So it's just really, really sad. And wow. So and let me tell you what else. Like I said, I just sit back and I watch because that's not my sector that I'm in. But when God shows me different things and I can use it to glorify Him and to help His people, then that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, um, a haughty spirit before a fall. When you have to pray so much to where if you don't know the Lord, that you begin to hear His voice, or you begin to feel when He's warning you about something, and this girl came after me, and she, I made a comment in one of the groups, and it wasn't a malicious comment. It was just that I said that it wasn't one of the content creators' brother. And this woman, honey, she made it her business to try to attack me. And, she looked at my numbers and she was like, you ain't even got no subs. And blah. I said, baby, it's not about the numbers. It's about what I have to say in Him crucified. See, some of us, we're not on here for numbers. If we get them, great. If we don't, great. I just want the voice that God told me and speak to get to as many people as I can touch, because I never meet a whole lot of people like this in person. So what better platform to get on? And I've been having my channel for 5 years and never did anything with it. It's just the beginning of this year, at the end of last year, I felt in my spirit you need to go forth, and so that's why I started. Um, I just want everybody be careful. It's many things that happen, and if you truthful, God gives you a warning to cut away, disconnect yourself from people, don't focus on them, whatever the case may be. And a lot of times, because of our flesh and our emotions, and sometimes our mentality, we don't pay attention to that. So I'm here to say, I use V.s.'s story to say, look at the repercussions of when you don't listen. How many times have God sent you a warning sign? How many times have God said, no, that's not for you. He's not for you. She's not for you. Don't go. Stay. And you know it too. You feel it. But because of that desire to be accepted, or whatever the case may be, you press against that and it turns out to be for your detriment. So we don't know if what her bond is going to be, if she's going to be bonded, because at this time she's not out on bond. But I'm saying, look at what happened. Your children and you are separated for what? Because you had no control. That's basically it. You had no control. Had you thought about it within, and this is teaching me, when I say stuff, it hits me too. It makes me relook at situation instead of acting in anger. So, take that pause. Take the pause for the cause. Take a minute and go, okay, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Like I said, my temper used to be very, very, very bad. Horrible. Horrible. And I can tell you, my temper used to be horrible. And at times I still deal with it. I don't react like I used to, but part of me be like that part that got her to go and fight that woman. Part of me be like, Coco, get up, go. And I have to sit back and say, because it's too much pressure for me to act a fool. So it means I should be quiet and sit still. I don't care what you think about me. It's what I answer to, and it's what I'm called to. So if you think I'm a punk, then I'm a punk. I know who I am and I know whose I am. My main concern and my main goal in life and after is to please the Almighty God. That may seem lame to some of y'all, but that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. That's my goal. Is to shine a light on God and what he's done for me in my life, and how if he saved me, he could save you, and how if he loves me as dirty as I was, and he loved me at that state. He didn't love me when I got clean. He loved me while I was dirty. He loved me into cleanness. He can love you too. So I'm not gonna be in here long. Like I said, I don't do real long videos at this time, but I do want to come on. I did want to come on here and just give my 2 cents on this situation and edify God on it. When it's all said and done, we must have control. We must that little things like that separates us between the animals and humans. Animals, you expect them to attack. People were saying about that tiger who attacked a person who used to have the white tigers on stage and all that, where he attacked his owner. I said, I can't believe he attacked the owner. He's an animal. That's what they do. I'm surprised he hadn't attacked the owner sooner. You know, that's what they do. And everything. Now, my heart goes out to the child in V.s. It does. I heard a lot of things that she's been through. And sometimes things trigger that. Sometimes, even when we think we're past it, things trigger that. And instead of being the adult, we react as that child. Okay? I do more on that. Now, as far as all the bad things she's done, I'm not her God or her jury. I'm just saying, by me having my degree, that's what I do. I'm supposed to look at the behavior of people and govern accordingly. Okay? And so I see that the person who went after Shireen, that was not the adult BS, that was the child. That was the teenager who felt like they never had a say, who felt like everybody did them wrong and they couldn't do anything about it. Now I'm going to do something about it every time somebody come for me. And matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole lot, because when I'm going to come for you before you come for me. You know. So I pray that she's healed in those areas. I pray that even right now while she's sitting in jail, she has nothing but time to think, that she's praying. That God is ministering to her, that when she come out, she's still how can I say, that she's a better person than when she went in. That's my prayer. I have no dog in the fight. I see all the way around. So, you know. But that's all I wanted to say to y'all. Again, this is Coco 929. Smooches.